Hey guys, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about the difference between Tylenol and or slash acetaminophen, if that's the word you know, or NSAIDs. So that would be like your ibuprofen, your Aleve, your um diclofenacs, if this isn't backwards, like the gels for like arthritis and stuff. And so both are used as like a non-steroid type of way to treat pain for arthritis, headaches, fevers, things like that. And I'm going to talk about it as far as the differences for like y'all with the autoimmune arthritis is. Okay. So I know a lot of y'all. Hi, Ruby. I know a lot of y'all take either like Aleve or Tylenol or something along those lines to help with pain, like temporarily, where it helps ease the symptoms, but it doesn't like control the autoimmune condition. It just kind of, it's like a Band-Aid, But the differences between the two is that one is harsher on one organ than another when it's overused. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure many of you guys are already familiar that you can overdose on Tylenol and acetaminophen if you take too much of it. And you can also can get to toxic levels with your NSAIDs too. And the way that doctors look at that usually is by looking at different parts of like your stomach, your GI tract. So with the acetaminophen, Tylenol, they're going to be looking at your liver because the liver will process your medications, but Tylenol is especially harsh on that. So a lot of times that's why you'll see when your rheumatologist goes and checks your labs, if your liver enzymes are high, they'll adjust how much of a med that you take, or they might even have you like take a break from it. So that way your liver can get a chance to heal. So I want you to look at it like a conveyor belt, like on the assembly lines, or like from the TV show, how stuff is made, like they have, different things to go and process different stuff to go and build the stuff, right? Well, if it's overloaded, it's not really doing things appropriately and it's not making the product, and then you can have damage and stuff, right? So by stopping the machine, and then they go and give it a chance to go and repair itself, or they make whatever changes they need to, then it's like, okay, now we're up and running again. It's like that. So a lot of times those can be really heavy on the liver specifically. So anyone who has like liver disease, for example, like liver issues, that's when you'll start to hear doctors be like, have to adjust how they do things with your meds because we don't want to overload that liver, right? On the other hand, when it comes to your NSAIDs, so that's your Aleves, your diclofenacs, like your like arthritis gels, most of those that I am familiar with are an NSAID, which is the non-steroid type of anti-inflammatory. Your Celebrexes, those type meds, those are actually harsher on the actual stomach itself. So while the liver and the stomach obviously all make the GI tract, the stomach is more, what you end up finding with having too much of this, especially if you're prone to stomach ulcers anywhere in your stomach or in the bowel, that's what typically ends up happening when, when either your stomach is sensitive to NSAIDs, or you already have like some sort of condition that causes stomach ulcers anyway. Like that's when you see like doctors go and adjust things there as far as like your NSAIDs and the like. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because a lot of people think that Tylenol and ibuprofen are the same because they do the same thing, and they both can cause upset stomach as like a common side effect, like take it with food, but they do things a little bit differently. So that's why you'll see certain people like they'll be told, no, we want to avoid all things Tylenol right now because XYZ is going on with the liver. We want to give it a break. Or even your regular meds too, like, the methotrexates for those of y'all on RA and the like. And that's why for some people, they have to avoid the NSAIDs because if they're already prone to getting stomach ulcers, and those can be bad enough where you end up in a hospital because they can cause a gastric bleed. We don't need bleeds. That's why you'll end up seeing, like, for some people, the like they have to avoid one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, we can take both, either one, it doesn't really matter, but that is the reason why they're not quite the same. So I wanted to know what your thoughts are on this. You know, some people are really, really sensitive to like Tylenol, acetaminophen, to the point that they're allergic. Some are not allergic, but they're so sensitive that they feel sick. And it's like, eh. And then you have the other side of the thing with the NSAID. So let me know what your thoughts are as far as this video. I hope it was helpful. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.